What's going on, guys? This is going to be about how to, treat your prop firms like a business and how to look at it like a business. A lot of times when it comes to prop firms, people are so obsessed with trading that they're not focused enough on the actual numbers behind their business. So this here is going to be the business side of trading and how you need to look at it to grow your money, grow your wealth, and grow your portfolio. Okay, so today, guys, yesterday I got 13 evaluations. All right, and this is a sheet that I made. You only mess with the numbers in the database. Okay, so I got 13 evaluations. Total funded accounts, I got 7. All right, so 7 funded accounts. Now payout rate, you don't know that yet. My cost per evaluation was about $25 because we have that $15 discount going on, but I also bought some from some other companies that were like $30, just to round it out. And the cost for funded is around $135. And the average payout, I'm trading 50K accounts, so your average payout is going to be about $1,500. So all in all, that puts me at a total expense of $1,378. Okay. It also gives me a monthly potential income of $21,000. How do I get that number? Each account can get a payout of $1,500 times 7, and then you times that by 2, right? Which I'll show you guys real quick. So 7 accounts times 1,500 is your max payout, at least for your first few payouts, and you times that by 2. That gives you 21,000 because you can get a payout of 1,500 on each account 2 times per month. Okay. So all in all, the calculator calculated my total expenses is $1,378 in total. Okay. So it's really important here to notice, guys, is you only need to get one account to pay out to pay off all of your monthly expenses, which is really, really, really important, because if you can grow your PA accounts profitably, there's going to be a point in your life where you're going to have 20, 30 PA accounts from, Apex, from, My Funded Futures, from Tradeify, from all these different companies. And you're going to have grown that 30, 40 PA portfolio profitably. Now, all your payouts that you receive is nothing but money in your pocket. And this is how you need to look at them. I know a lot of people in this industry will look at evaluations as if they're actual cash accounts because they're not looking at the ROI, right? So, for example, somebody might buy one evaluation and take 30 days to pass it. And then they'll trade it and they'll blow it, right? And it took them, 10 days to blow it. So now they're 40 days down out of the year and they haven't even gotten a payout. And their expenses are going up, but they have no profits. So the reason why, what I do is I look at it like a business. So I have an expectation. Okay, I have 13 evaluations. I expect to only pass 60. Now with the payout rate, I only need 1 out of 7 to hit payout to be profitable. That doesn't mean that you blow on all the other 6. It just means that you rotate them, right? You risk $200 to make 400, $200 to make 400, $200 to make 400. And then, your own count 1, you made 400. Count 2, you made 400. Count 3, you lost. So you're down 200, but you still have 2 accounts that are closing in on payout. Then the next day, you might lose 200 on the first 2, but your third one, you make 400. Now all of your accounts are up 200 and it's $200 closer to a payout. So you're slowly working your way by rotating these accounts to minimize your risk, but also creating higher potential to at least get one account to pay out. Okay. So what's beautiful about this system is it's designed to have failure as a part of the calculation. Okay. And you can see here that if you get one payout, that's all it takes to get an ROI of almost 9%, $122 in profit into your pocket. And it gives you a total potential monthly income of $21,000, which is fantastic. Okay. And if you'll say, you're a better trader, you get a 40% payout, 40% payout rate on these 7 accounts. Now you have a ROI of 226%, profit of 3,122, and you still have that monthly income potential. And then what I recommend is at the beginning of every month, buying, 5 to 10 evaluations and then trading it with the news to try to pass more, right? So for example, we have a monthly income potential of 21,000 and we have an ROI because we got, let's say 3 of these out of the 7 funded, or not funded, paid out. So now we made 3,122. Now what we do is, the next month, right? Obviously we still have all of our PAs, right? The next month, we get 10 more accounts, which turns to 6 more funded accounts, which is $1,060 in expenses, but we get a payout of $3,000, which is 2 accounts. Now we have a profit of $1,940, and we added to our initial monthly income, because before we had 7 accounts, funded accounts that gives us 21,000. Now we have 6 more accounts that is 18,000, right? So now when you look at this, now we have $39,000 in potential monthly income from these PA accounts, and we did it all profitably. We didn't go into the red to build this portfolio, right? We're trying to get one account. Obviously, we're trying to get them all to funded, but we rotate them one after another to ensure that we minimize risk, we don't blow our accounts, and we at least get one to pay out. And you do this every single month. And this is how before you know it, you have 30, 40, 50 PA accounts with 5 different companies, and you're making serious cash because you have 15 to 20 accounts that are getting payouts, or you have 15 to 20 accounts that are close to payouts, and you're not copy trading and blowing them all. You're slowly and steadily growing them, and you're doing this while making an income. And before you know it, after a year, you're producing a tremendous amount of income per month. And this is how you do it, right? Some people disagree with me and they say, you should treat evaluations like a cash account. I don't agree. It doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is ROI. Think about it from this perspective. If I get 10 accounts and I pass, 3, people will be like, oh, you only have a 30%, pass rate, because you YOLO'd it. But if I get one payout, put in the numbers here for a payout, one payout gives me an ROI of 129%. Who is mad at an ROI of 129%? And also now my potential monthly income is $9,000. Obviously, this is assuming you didn't blow the other fundage. You shouldn't be, because you're rotating them and you have an edge, right? But you can see $9,000. And even if you're let's say you're really good and you get a payout on 2 of them, you have an ROI of almost 400% with a monthly potential income of $9,000. This is how you look at prop firms like a business. Everybody always talks about the trading and the edge and the strategy behind your trading. Yes, that's important, but also so is paying your bills. And this is how you look at it like a business, okay? You're slowly adding funded accounts, right? You're slowly rotating them to get one payout to pay off all your business expenses. If you get more than one payout, fantastic. That should be your goal. Your goal should be to get a payout on every single account twice a month. That should be your goal. However, the reality of the situation is you're going to have green days, you're going to have red days, you're going to have great days, you're going to have bad days. It's just the reality of it. That's why we rotate our accounts, trade one account at a time. Once it's green or red, we switch over to another account to make sure that we're never blowing our PA account. This is how we get an edge over the prop firms, because we're not allowing ourselves to get emotional and to tilt and to blow an account. Okay? These prop firms are betting money that we're going to copy trade, get emotional, and blow everything. So our number one goal is not to make a crap ton of money. It's to not blow our accounts, right? Yes, it might take you, an extra month to get a payout on, all these accounts. Who cares? Your ROI is positive. And if your ROI is positive, you're profitable. If you're profitable, you can do this full-time, have a full-time income. And you can always scale. You can always get more PA accounts. Apex allows 20, right? Tradeify, I think, allows like 7. My Funded Futures allows a good amount. TopStep allows 5, right? Blue Knox allows, 11. So you can just keep getting all these pay accounts, right? Obviously, once you have a very, very big portfolio, then you can copy trade a little bit at a time. If you have 20 PA accounts, I'd recommend maybe copy trade 3 at a time, to give yourself no opportunity to blow them. You just need to get a few to pay out to cover all of your business expenses and put money in your pocket. If you get a pair on all of them, fantastic. You're just moving, down the road even quicker. But you got to move down the road. And if you're blowing them, you're not moving down the road. You're walking backwards. Okay, so this is how you look at it, like a business. And again, if you let's say over the span of a year, you buy 100 evals. Let's say in that year, you get 50 fundeds, and you only ever let's say get a payout on 30% of them. Right? You make $13,250 in profit. However, if you don't blow your funded accounts, you have a potential monthly income of $150,000. And every single month, you're growing these PAs, you're getting them closer to payout, and before you know it, that's when you get those big payouts. Right? That's why after 2 months, you got 8 PAs, 10 PAs that are all at payout. right? Now you're taking payouts of 15,000, 20,000, 30,000 every month or two, because you're slowly growing these PAs. You're slowly every month getting more evals, more funded accounts, trying to get at least a payout on one or two to cover your business expenses. This is how you look at prop firms, like a business. Prop firms don't want you to look at it like this, because when you look at it like this, you're going to take all their money, right? Like if somebody knows, oh man, I could just do 100 evals, I could, only YOLO it past 30% of them, and then trade very small and rotate my account and only get a payout rate of 25%, and then I get an ROI of 60%, and then a monthly potential income of $90,000, and I'll just trade very, very tiny and rotate. What's the chances of me blowing all my accounts if I trade very tiny, I rotate them, and I have an edge? Right? You now have a person that can take 90 grand from the prop firm every single month. They don't want you to do that. They want you to copy trade, and they want you to emotionally tilt. They want you to trade every account at once, and they want you to put maximum risk on. That's why they give you 10 contracts for $2,000 of drawdown. It's stupid, right? So you got to look at it like a business, and you got to beat them at their game, and this is how you do it. If you have any other questions, guys, feel free to reach out to me in the Discord. A link for this sheet will also be posted in the Discord for you guys as well. I'll see you there.